Yeah, I mean, there's not that much I can do. It's not just that I can't move, but I can't really focus on anything. That's why I decided to switch on the camera I was gonna set up. I'm gonna record more of the different accommodations I have to use. Yeah, this is just like a 3-hour period every day that just slowly get more drunken and dizzy, and like my right half of my brain kind of, I don't know, feels swollen. Just kind of being drugged out like this from nothing for however many hours. But yeah, it's gotten to the point that I'm gonna shut things off and just lay here. Ugh, even talking, man. Shouldn't really be doing it. So I thought it would be important to go along with this video to explain this post-exertional malaise stuff that causes me to be so disabled. Usually what post-exertional malaise means is that every single activity that I do rebounds into flaring up my symptoms, which is a list of like dizziness and feeling drug/intoxicated and migraines and like visual flickering and flashing and very sensitive to light and sound, exploding head pressure, my head burning, eye pain, bad sleep, chest pain, paralysis, heart palpitations, means I can feel my heart palpitations, my right ear ringing very loudly. So this is kind of a list of different things I've tracked and seen. Like, I cannot go over these limits without causing the rebound of my symptoms to hit like way harder. I can't like read text for over an hour a day. I can't critically think for more than an hour a day. I can't watch TV for more than an hour. I can't play games for more than an hour, unless it's the black and white console, which I can handle for maybe like 2 hours. I can't listen to music for more than 2 hours. I can't remember details from a conversation I'm currently having. I can't follow many verbal or written instructions that are more than just one, like, please sign this. I can't call family or friends for more than 3 hours a month. So that's all of it on the like cognitive side. Like, I'm laying here and I'm not able to really use my brain that much either, but physically as well. Like, I can't shower for more than 1 to 2 times a week. I can't stand for more than 15 minutes a day. I can't sit for more than 30 minutes a day. I can't go for walks outside for longer than like 5 minutes. I can't attend any in-person appointments. I have to, and they always cause like a pretty extreme rebound, which is why I have all of my appointments set as virtual now. And I'm lucky to have doctors that allow that, but like every single time I have to go out, it's just terrible. It's truly bad. I can't fold my own laundry. I can't prepare meals in a pan with multiple ingredients, only pre-prep stuff. I can't eat dinner at the table with my mom more than like 5 times a month. I can't sit in car rides longer than 5 minutes. And yeah, literally every single act, like if I go over these things, my symptoms continue to increase I get like dizzier and just visibly worse. Like there's few people that have gotten to be around me to see these like pretty steep declines that happen hour by hour. But like my mom and a few friends and some family that's visited, you can just clearly see me just get like slower, less methodical about my thinking, making more errors, and that all leads to a crash, which means like no cognitive or physical energy for weeks, just laying still in pain for weeks. It starts off being paralyzed for like 1 to 3 hours, and then it turns into these multi-day migraines, and all of my symptoms, they're normally sitting at like a 3 to 5 out of 10 all the time. They jump up to like a 8 to 9 out of 10, just unbearable. And after about 2 weeks, usually, sometimes less, sometimes more, his symptoms will go back down to that 2 to 5 out of 10 range for maybe like 1 to 4 days a week if I'm lucky. It's usually 1 day on, fucking 4 days off. I get like 5 okay days a month where I can like focus on doing some stuff, write some music, and the rest of the time it's just fucking laying here. That's all it ever is. I do have a different video made last August called Spend a Week with ME that has a much better overview of what the disease actually is and is meant to show it and talk about it to people in a way that is accessible. Next, we have my music composition device, which I have specifically chosen because its interface looks like an Excel spreadsheet. It is controlled by these 8 buttons. You hold it in your hand comfortably. It's very light, and you can access everything it has to do. You can write entire songs like this. As you can see, there are very few moving elements on screen. It's pretty visually concise. The one project I've really been able to work on that's taken me almost an entire year was to figure out how to make this one-handed journaling device that I can use sometimes when I am in a crash. And yeah, that's just like laying in the dark. No feedback. It's just typing and trusting that it works, and it gets uploaded online. So this is a sped up little clip of me typing. One mechanism I use for, being able to look at things while I'm in my bed is this swiveled monitor arm. I can store it away when I don't want this area taken up, but a lot of the time it lives right there, and it's like a mini TV that I can use for computer tasks. So one device that I wanted to talk about that's really important in showing off the accommodations that I have to make for my illness, this is called a play date, and it has a no light screen that exclusively plays black and white video games. I can only look at it in direct sunlight, so this art, you do not see it if it goes dark. That's one of the ways that I make gaming more accessible for me. This is my setup for doing computer work, mainly just scrolling online sometimes, Reddit. But I have this keyboard that, when I use a normal keyboard, it requires a lot of arm movements, and I honestly never learned to type without looking at the keyboard, so it's always this kind of craned reference point. It's a little too involved, too much focus, too much arm movement. I have this system that can be entirely done with just moving my fingers. And what it has is these different layers that I hold down my thumb. I can type brackets. I have my numpad. On this side, I can turn down the volume, turn it up, use arrow keys. I have a one-handed variant where I double press that button, and this is the same setup as my journaling device, but if I want one hand to stay on the mouse, be able to scroll and stuff, I can still do keyboard shortcuts. I also have a stenography setup, something I'm interested in learning but have made zero progress on it as I'm still kind of setting it up. Another tool that sits around the house, we have a shower stool that I sit in exclusively when I take a shower, which is only like max 2 days a week. Today is one of them. Can't tell because of this shaggy ass hair though. Another thing I do for making music more accessibly is that my father-in-law mounted this synthesizer and a couple extra music items. Wall mounted these so that they could be used while my arm is resting, and I can just twist a few knobs like this. That's mainly how I perform music or have an instrument. I used to be a clarinet player, but just having to use air all the time and all of the precise finger movements, mainly the air, it's a lot of using your abdomen, hasn't been possible. I've tried it out 2 or 3 times and it just really makes my head feel like it's exploding, which is pretty sad. I spent like a decade working on being good at specifically that, so I do miss it. This is a good alternative.
Hi everyone, my name is Evan Erickson and I'm a clarinetist and composer currently studying at the University of Memphis. For Kaleidoscope 2024, today I will be giving a lecture presentation on the topic of providing opportunities for under-resourced composers.